Right, Frank. So Dillian Whyte was supposed to be on this card. He's now got a major fight. I just spoke to Frank Smith. It's not Anthony Joshua. Could it be Lawrence Okoli?
You'll know when we announce it. But he's not fighting on the card because it's too near to the date of this big fight, and we couldn't take the chance, or he didn't want to take the chance, and I don't blame him if he were to get a cut or an injury. So that's why he's not on the card.
And Nick Ball was rumoured to be fighting Lewis Neri. Is any truth to that, or is it the T.O. Haney breakdown that's kind of caused that fight to go?
There's lots and lots of rumours flying about all over the place. We'll be announcing all these guys' fights, I hope, on Monday latest.
And can we just get a comment on Dillian Whyte's retirement? What's your opinion on it, and what was the conversation he had with you?
Look, I respect his judgment. Boxing is the toughest of sports. If your heart's not in it, or you change your mind, then he's done the right thing, and he's done everything. He's had a brilliant amateur career. He's decided professional boxing's not for him. So I respect that and wish him all the well for the future, and he'll always be a guest at one of our shows.
If Fabio gets through Huni at the weekend, would you possibly look at making a world title fight, or are you going to look at maybe Ronnie Miller again?
Well, it's number one in the WBO, fighting number one in the WBO. So the winner of this will become a mandatory challenger. So then they've got to sit down and think about what they want to do, where they want to go. And obviously all eyes will be on the 19th of July at Wembley, when you've got the 4 belts on the line between Mr. Usyk and Mr. Dubois. And then once the outcome of that fight is known, then I'm sure we're going to see some of these mandatories.
You've seen Joseph Parker potentially asking for Derek Chisora on that card. Will you see Joseph on the card, and will it be against Chisora?
That fight won't be on that card.
Will Joseph be on the card?
Joe won't be on the card.
Is that a fight that's in the works, Frank, the trilogy between Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora?
I've had a conversation about it. Derek's number one in the IBF, and he said that he wanted to wait until he gets his mandatory challenge against the winner of the fight on the 19th. That was the conversation I've had with Derek.
Right, what do you make of this whole Sky boxer scenario? Deals up soon, there's no dates, a lot of speculation that there won't be an extension. Have you heard anything?
I don't even think about it, and I have no interest in it. It's their business, and I just hope that Sky will continue in boxing, because they've been brilliant for the boxing, but that's their business.
Would you welcome Ben onto the zone?
Would I what?
Would you welcome him onto the zone?
I have no idea where he's going. All I care about is where Queensbury's going, and all we're doing is delivering top show after top show. That's all I care about. We give a flying toss on where he's going.
Speaking about the undercard, you've signed recently Lewis Richardson, an Olympic bronze medalist. You're not known to usually sign Olympians since sort of like James DeGale time. So what was it that you found so special about Lewis that made you want to sign him?
I think he's an outstanding fighter. He's done well, obviously, in winning the medal. Previous medalists we've signed come to mind very quickly are James DeGale, who went on won a world title. Silver medalist in Amir Khan, he won a world title. So you can put him in the mix with them. That's what we think of him.
Also, I've heard rumours about the Usyk Dubois undercard that it'll be Louis Edmondson versus Daniel Papin. Is there any truth to that?
Where'd you hear this?
Someone online already.
At the moment, we're not in a position to say because of this show's on, and this is what we're focusing on. We get all this out of the way, and we've got some big announcements coming up in the next few days after the fight.
Right, we see Moses of Town will return with a devastating knockout in Glasgow as well. I mean, how excited are you for the career of Moses Town? What's to come? Because he's so excited already.
Well, he is. I mean, he's only 20 years of age, and I mean, you look at his composure, you look at the way he goes about his business and what he did up in Glasgow. It's phenomenal. Against a competitor, the guy come to fight, he got up the floor, showed a lot of heart. But the way he went about his business, for me, he's a very, very exciting fighter, and he's a monster. He's a young man, but he's a monster.
He is, and Denzel Bentley, I think, last fought in December at WBO number 1. Is it still a case of trying to enforce that mandatory with the
That's what we're trying to do. In the meantime, we'll be announcing a fight for him on Monday.
Frank Lawrence supported in an interview today saying Dillian Whyte's running scared of him.
Who said this?
Lawrence supported your guys and Dillian Whyte. Do you feel like Dillian is running scared, or are we going to see that matchup soon this year?
Well, Dillian's got a fight coming up. That's why he pulled out of the fight, and we'll be announcing his fight early next week.
Simon Jordan said Dillian Whyte's got no charisma, even his shadow is scared of him.
He said what?
He said Dillian Whyte's got no charisma, even his shadow is scared of him. What do you
Sorry, I
think?
don't understand it. Say that again.
Simon Jordan saying that your fighter Dillian Whyte's got no charisma. What do you make of that? You know?
If I remember rightly, when we made the fight at Wembley, when we won the purse bid for Tyson, weren't they all saying he should be getting more money because of what he's done and how he is and so forth? And, that was their words, right? And we sold Wembley out. Comes to fight. If he's up against a tough opponent, he fights. It's a handful for him.
Just a quick on August the 16th was the date that was touted for the 5v5. Is that still on in Riyadh, or are we looking at different days?
There's no 5v5 on in August, but there will be a fight.
Frank, because we've got Justis as a 3-1 outside for this fight. Does that surprise you at all? Do you see it as more 50-50?
No, as I said at the start, it's number one WBO against number one WBA. Both undefeated. They're big punchers. Anything can happen. And people have bets to win bets, and people leaving the bet that they're having. Anything can happen in these fights. I mean, obviously, I fancy Fabio to win the fight, but Justis is a competitor. He's got a sterling amateur background. He brings a lot to the table. I think this is a tougher fight for him than Fabio.
Speaking of Fabio Miller, speaks to people, speaking to Spencer Brown. Just now, he wants Miller to face the winner of Saturday night. Just thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like that.